Kuhoo was sleeping peacefully in the dense greenery of his tree. He felt as if the entire sky has sheltered him alone. He felt that his was the sky, with all its colors, along with the stars and moon. The sun was his, and also the golden glittering sunlight. He found that the entire world was beautiful. His wings were now strong and beautiful. The long journey had given him tremendous confidence. He soared and dived from this tree to that tree. The early morning sun rays woke him up. Like a caring caress, a spot of light played on his body and illumined and touched his blue feather. Kuhoo quickly opened his eyes. He felt as if glittering golden sparks are coming out of his blue feather. Such a simple morn dawns, with blue glittering golden light. Crop up of fresh leaves and flowers, and anew my eyes to enjoy this sight. Slowly, the entire forest was filled with Kuhoo's melodious song. Usually, it is with the jungle fowl's cock-a-doodle-doo that the mother birds get up, who then help their chicks to get out of their beds. "Let me sleep a little, Mama," said the chicks, and snuggled into the cottony mattress. But when they woke up to Kuhoo's melodious song, they started looking around with their sleepy eyes. They peered at the position of the sun in the sky. Waking up quickly in the trance of Kuhoo's melody, they did everything that their mother said. The number of listeners to Kuhoo's song had considerably increased. During this period, only a group of students, boys and girls, were roaming through the forest. They were keen on studying the variety of creatures living in the forest. They all woke up in the morning by Kuhoo's melody. Among the young students who were there to study the forest was Manushi. She was with friends, 2 other girls and 4 boys. They were there with their teacher, Madam Rama, a stern and strict lady. Everyone woke up, but Rohit was not ready to get up. Peeping in his tent, Shilpa said, "Wake up, Rohit! See how stupendously melodious the cuckoo is singing. Come on, wake up!"
"Oh God, so horrible,"
said Rohit.
"Oh, and you think that she is singing? She is just shrieking, yelling. Oh, why do birds get up so early and disturb our sleep? Better than birds, I like to study trees. They never disturb you. They stand quietly at their place. Actually, I love to be in bed till 9. And in case if I am allowed, then till 12. That'll be great. But getting up so early, oh God, I just can't bear it.
Miss Rama, after listening to Rohit, said, You will now learn to get up without the bell of alarm clock. And now everybody get ready. And what kind of language was that? Stupendously terrific yelling? Huh? It is becoming very difficult to understand this generation and their language. And by the way, for your kind information, in cuckoos, it is the male who sings and not the female. If it is so, then yelling is perfect. For anyway, the voice of boys is always hoarse than the girls, said Shilpa teasingly. That brought Rohit out of bed. When all these things were going on, Manushi slipped into the mango grove to see the singing cuckoo. She looked around on the trees, but could not see anything. She moved back to the tent to get her binoculars. Kuhoo was completely unaware that Manushi had been there, heard him singing, and even searched him in the dense leaves. The very next day, Manushi woke up to Kuhoo's song. He was singing a song of dawn. A dawn brings gleaming light, flowers, a colorful delight, melodious sounds with golden glittering words bounds.
झाली पहाट ते जाले झाली पहाट ते जाले रंगली फुले फुले रंगली फुले फुले सूर उमलले सोनेरी सूर उमलले सोनेरी शब्द झळाळले शब्द झळाळले झाली पहाट तेज आले झाली पहाट तेज आले झाली पहाट तेज आले.
She had never heard a bird singing a song like this. She first saw Saru in the mango tree's hollow. She was busy with her morning work. She had no time to look at Manushi. Bavra hopped in front of her and then vanished in the shrubs. Near the shrub was Startle, who, unafraid, was staring at her movements. And then, all of a sudden, she saw Kuhoo. She looked at him carefully. He was having a red scar on his neck, and in his wings was a blue feather. Kuhoo noticed her and was just unable to take his eyes off her. She looked as if she has been carved out of a large smooth petal with all its delicacy. She was a beautiful, svelte young girl, looking at him through her binoculars. She was wearing a peacock blue t-shirt and blue jeans. She was wearing a hat and had a cross haversack around her neck. Kuhoo suddenly flew to a higher branch. She raised her head to see him, but due to this, her hat fell down. She had neatly tied her hairs. When she lowered her binoculars, Kuhoo saw her beautiful black fine eyes and the delightful smile on her face. Human. Yes, human only. He had heard the description of humans from everyone, but still one thing confused him. He couldn't understand what was there in her hand. Is it a gun? Or is it a slingshot? Will she kill me with it? He was afraid. His wings fluttered in fear. She placed the binoculars back in her bag. She picked up her hat and placed it on her head. Startled, unafraid, stood there and was watching her every move. He had decided that in case if she aims for Kuhoo, he will spring on her legs and make her miss her aim. But she kept her binoculars back and with a sweet smile looked at him. "Oh, how cute you are, and brave too," she said to Startle. Startle blushed and ran away in shrubs. Kuhoo was feeling afraid, and so he was still sitting high, hidden behind the dense leaves. It was under the guidance of Rama Madam the students began the study of forest. She told them to behave properly in the forest. She warned that they should not take plastic things along with them in the forest. She instructed them that they are not permitted to litter or make loud noises in the forest and disturb the birds and animals. Rohit grumbled after listening to Rama Madam's advice. But Shilpa was a good girl. She said, "Madam is correct. We should not commit such mistakes." They woke at dawn, took their way to the forest. When they were moving through the forest, the fan-tailed flycatcher and her chicks saw them.
"What are these new animals?"
asked the chicks. "Humans. Pay them no heed. Stay wary of them," the flycatcher said to the chicks.
"But why, Mama?"
asked the chicks. "Keep your mouth shut. Don't make any noise, or they will trap you and take you away," said the flycatcher. Rama Madam had apportioned the students separate stretches of the forest. They spread accordingly with their equipments. In this way, the students wandered through the forest every day. The eyes of the forest were on them. The birds and animals hiding themselves behind dense leaves observed the boys and girls wandering in the forest. They realized, after keeping a close watch on them for a few days, that these humans are harmless. There is no need to be afraid and run away after seeing them. Slither lay coiled and waiting. He was keeping an eye on the spotted munia, though for him the little bird was a mere morsel. He was feeling hungry. He judged the moment and made a leap. In shock, the munia shrieked. The wounded munia struggled and tried to save her life. She got free of the snake's jaws. Munia screamed in mortal fear and tried to lift herself off in the air. Everyone ran to see what was happening. Rohit threw a stone at the snake. The furious snake lashed out. Rashmi quickly handed a piece of broken branch to Rohit. He hit Slither with it once. Slither understood he was outmatched. He withdrew. As they watched, he slithered in the shrubs and vanished from everyone's sight. The injured munia collapsed on the ground with blood-stained wings. Manushi lifted up the bird gently. Rohit took the first aid box from his bag. Gently, he moved a cotton swab over the bloodied wings. One of the wings had gotten mangled with a gaping tear. Shilpa helped him in providing first aid. Rashmi dribbled water from her water bottle into the spotted munia's beak. Manushi placed the bird in the vacant hollow of a tree. Rashmi crumbled a bread slice and piled its crumbs near the munia. After making sure that the snake is nowhere near, they moved ahead. Saru, Startle, Bavra, Dainty, Kuhoo and Kurkure were stunned and were looking at all that was happening with their breath on hold. When the students moved away, They gathered around the wounded Munia. All were happy for she was saved. They felt that these humans are here to help them.